Give yourself permission to be discriminating. The truth is this: just because a guy is into you doesn't mean you have to get involved with him. Just because a guy asks you on a date doesn't mean you have to say yes. And just because a guy wants to sleep with you doesn't mean you have to sleep with him. And just because a guy is hot or successful doesn't mean you have to chase him. Imagine if your love life was a restaurant. Think of it this way. Do you know what's on your menu for this guy? Holding hands, kissing, strip teases. You can get creative. Sex. Set a time or emotional price for these dishes. What do you need to think, feel in order to let him hold your hand, to kiss you, to become intimate with you? But now let's get back to our discussion on being discriminating, because that's what I really want to talk to you about today. At your restaurant, you get to decide who your clientele are too, not just set prices for these dishes that you serve here. You shouldn't let just anyone eat at your restaurant, even if they can afford to. You've got to give yourself permission to be discriminating. And I mean really give yourself permission. Chemistry can't run your dating life. Unfortunately, having the hots for one side of a guy's personality, whether it's looks or success, doesn't mean you should commit yourself to him. If you're ever going to meet someone who's a real fit for you, you have to be willing to examine the whole person. My suggestions: 1. Spend time thinking about what you really want in a man and in a relationship, and then set your standards. 2. Make a list of the qualities you want in a man. Include the qualities that you feel are essential to a great relationship. The idea is to figure out what your minimum requirements are. What are your musts, your deal breakers? Allison Armstrong, a teacher of mine, one of my absolute favorites, taught me to use this question when making my list. I would rather be alone than with a man that isn't blank. Fill in the blank with the quality that you've pinpointed a minimum requirement. For example, I would rather be alone than with a man who isn't honest. And remember that you said I would rather be alone than with a man who isn't this quality when you were sane. 3. Go over your list when you meet guys to remind yourself of the qualities that are important to you. Instead of getting lost in a man's gorgeous eyes or caught up in his stories of success, concentrate on whether or not you truly enjoy his company and if he meets your standards. Never forget, you deserve to be picky. This is your body, your heart, and your life. Don't let just anyone walk in. It's your responsibility to set the standard for your own happiness. See you next time.